Okay. Everything is now set up correctly. Wonderful.
Game David.
Okay, so we're now back with the Marvel and Finbar, who are going to run Super Mario Odyssey Jumpless. However, to start with, we just want to shout out to Distributive who stuck to their word and donated £135 with the message of just regret, a singular word, for the 27 blue shells in the previous run. Thank you. But anyway, if you guys want to introduce yourselves and then let me know when time.
Yeah, so I'm Callum, or the Marvel. I guess you could call me whatever you want. I don't really mind. I'm not fussy.
I'm Finbar. I'm just on the couch. I can't pretend to be important here.
So yeah, this is Mario Odyssey Jumpless. It's pretty easy. You just play the game and you don't jump. It's pretty straightforward. The rules are really obscure. We're basically going by there's an inbuilt list within the game that counts the number of jumps that you do throughout the game. So we want to finish the game with this counter still at 0, and as long as we do that, then we haven't jumped, regardless of whatever the game says that we may or may not be doing. It doesn't count as a jump unless this goes up. I'm new to speedrunning. This is the first game I've ever speedrun, and I only started learning about a week or two ago. So this is not going to be very fast. It's not going to be anywhere close to world record. I think the estimate is 2:20 or whatever is what I put in. It should probably be a lot shorter than that. I think it's going to be about an hour and 40, an hour and 50. But we'll fill the time with some demos or something afterwards. So stick around after that if you're still interested in things. Outside of that, I think we're good to go. So I'll just start up a new file. It's going to be a little while. It needs to load.
I'll take this opportunity to just remind any viewers or tell viewers that have just turned up that after this run we have a Spyro 1 from the Spyro Reignited trilogy run happening. We're currently starting a bid war for the colour of Spyro throughout the run. Pink is currently winning. The options are green, blue, red, pink, yellow, purple, black and default. Now, you may be asking, why is there a purple option when it's Spyro? Because Spyro is purple. His horns and everything become purple, not just his body.
Yeah. And as we all know, purple is the best colour, so vote for purple. Right, we're ready whenever you are. So as soon as I click this, 3, 2, 1, and we are going. Let's go. Right, we skip all the cutscenes. We don't need to know any of the story. Bowser takes Peach, it's fine.
God, spoiler alert. And now we end up in this cutscene that we just can't skip, which is fun times.
It's fun times. The game's telling us how to move the camera, and it also tells us how to jump. Don't worry about that, it's not jumping. It doesn't count. Yeah, we didn't really jump, don't worry about it. So there's going to be a lot of shaking. If you see my arms moving around wildly, then it's because of that. Nintendo decided motion controls would be really good in this game, so So right now we're just trying to get to the top of the Hat Kingdom Tower to fight the first boss in the game. I think his name is Topper. I don't know. He's a rabbit with a green hat. He's not all that annoying, but he can be a little bit obnoxious.
Note that jumping on your hat does not count as a jump.
No, it's a bounce within the rules of the game, so we can do that. It's totally allowed. Ooh, now we're a frog. Hooray. Don't look at the bottom of the screen. It says we're jumping, but we're not really jumping. Don't worry about it. The way that the counter for this game is incremented, it doesn't count jumping whenever you've captured something for some reason. So that's kind of one of the saving graces of this run. So there'll be quite a few times where it says we're jumping and we're not really jumping. Oh, bonk. There's these little things on the ground and they're really annoying to get over without bonking. Oh, now I'm getting rolled downhill.
Do I have a second to read out a donation?
Oh yeah, you can read out donations at any point.
Cool.
This is very chilled. So.
There's an anonymous $5 donation with the message pink! So now, Pink is up to £10 and $5. I'm not sure how to add those together. So, but it's a clear winner because none of the other colours have any donations.
Purple's
so
better.
Yeah,
Yeah, purple's better.
yeah.
They
Pink
donate
is good,
for
but
it.
purple's better. I've got a purple
Yeah.
jumper.
exactly.
Repping the purple right now.
See, the runners want purple.
Yeah.
We should appease them. And I think we've just got another donation from Chazmaster for £10, and the message is, can't wait for the Fortnite speedrun. Thank you,
Maybe after this.
Chazmaster.
Yeah,
Maybe after
just
this.
that's what we can use the rest of the time for, right?
Perfect.
You got it downloaded already,
Yeah.
right?
No.
Oh.
But we could probably download it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Anyway, we just finished the Hat Kingdom, so we're on the Cascade Kingdom now. We don't need to know anything about where we are or what we're doing.
No.
It's fine.
Oh no, he's...
The general gist is get Moon's stop Bowser.
No, no.
So we just want to get this chain jump and smash this rock, and then we can kind of clip through it to a certain extent because of the way that I don't know, because of some reason it just works.
Okay, a bit of a daft question.
Yeah.
But are there blue shells in this game?
So I was sitting on the other side of the room while the blue shells shenanigans were going on, and I did have a quick Google search and try and find if there were any blue shells in the game that we could go and look at, but I don't think there are.
That is
Unfortunately.
sad. We had distributors saying that there'd be £5 for every blue shell donation in this game as well.
Ah, fantastic.
Oh, that's a shame. I don't. Yeah.
I mean, the globe kind of looks like a blue shell, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Right now we're just ignoring Cappy. He keeps telling us to put him on the globe, and we're just like, yeah, we don't want to do that, really. We don't need to.
No, too busy being a dinosaur.
Too busy being a dinosaur.
Yeah.
So this dinosaur really likes trampolines. The objective is to bounce him on the trampoline. Oh, it's really awkward. It's very easy to miss the trampoline because his gait is very strange.
Come on.
Maybe third time we'll be lucky. Hey,
There
there
we
we
go.
go. So we do that so that we can get up here to the boss fight a little bit faster than normal. It's actually the only way we could get up to the boss fight because the normal route requires jumping. And
We don't do that here.
yeah, no jumps allowed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jump
Maybe,
man, more like just man.
yeah, maybe his legs are not working as well as they used to be or something.
He's old.
Yeah,
He's been doing this for a long time.
yeah, he's tired. He's one day from retirement. That's what it is. Yeah. Ooh, that was really close. Nearly missed the first cycle on that, which would have been not so great. Anyway, first boss. Hooray.
Hooray!
Triple Moon. Yeah, the first few kingdoms are pretty slow. There's not much really interesting going on. Sand Kingdom's up next, and that's a little bit more interesting. But right now it's pretty relaxed. We just have to keep ignoring Cappy when he tells us to throw him on the globe. He'll probably say it again in a second. Yeah, throw me on the globe.
Look
yeah.
at the globe.
Yeah, no,
No.
we're just going to ignore the globe. We don't need the globe. There you go.
Oh, that was easy.
Easy peasy.
It's
Uh,
jumpless, more like
So
simple.
yeah, so we're done with Cascade now. So we just got to wait for this. We're going to fill up the orb. Orb.
Oh,
And then we're going to get out of here and off into Sand Kingdom, which we're definitely going to save. We're not going to leave it frozen.
Yeah.
We're not just going to ignore Bowser's presence there. We're totally going to save him. It'll be great.
yeah. Like all those story moons, you'll
Yeah.
get them, right?
Yeah,
We're
get all
gonna
the story moons.
Get to the top of the highest tower, or whatever it's called,
Yeah.
and then travel over there, defeat some Broodals, get to feel smug. It's
Yeah.
gonna be great.
It'll be good. It'll be good fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
always forget that you can skip that cutscene. So Cappy's going to tell us about the action menu in a minute, or the action guide. I forget what it's called. I don't know. We just mash B and it goes away pretty quick. Yeah, no. We know the actions. We don't need help.
Yeah. It's not like it says anything about jumping in the action guide.
No.
No.
Even if it did, we wouldn't be able to, so we
Exactly.
don't need to read it.
Yeah.
It's going to show us a nice cutscene telling us how to get that moon at the top of that tower.
Yeah.
We're not going to get that moon, so we don't need to watch the cutscene. So this is a hard skip coming up, or not so much skip as a cycle. I have done it a couple times, but it's far from reliable for me. This is looking pretty good though. Oh, I did it. So that bird is on a global. Oh, this is not so great. It's on like a global route around the whole map, and it just so happens that when you kind of spawn in and gain control, it's on a perfect route that you can catch it just as you go straight into the centre of town. Oh,
so close.
sometimes you can get into that pipe a little faster by rolling off, but I just missed it. So this place you normally find your way around by listening to the vibrations of your controller and feeling your way around the room. I just know where the things are now, so yeah, we just kind of go in and get it straight away and leave. Makes it a little bit less exciting, but it feels really good when you're just like, yeah, it's over there, that's where it is. Oof. Big oof. So we're going to just steal a moon from the shop now. They don't mind, they're totally cool with it. Don't worry about it.
As you beat them up, it's like, yeah, they're cool, it's fine, it's fine.
Maybe like high-five them on the way past or something.
That's a dramatic high five.
High-five them on the back of the head, making them spin around. It's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shaking.
Yeah.
It's basically a workout, this
I
game,
was about
right?
to say. It's like Wii Sports.
I got it first try. That one's sometimes hard to find exactly where it is. The top of the hill is a hard place to find. Oh, don't want to get cactused. Cactied.
Cactinated.
Encactused.
Encactused.
So this one, I'm going to rotate the camera because oftentimes I can't manage it without rotating the camera. No, that's not going to work. So we're trying to bounce up onto this arch here. That's not going to work either. Ugh, and now I fell off. This is awful. We'll be alright, don't worry.
It's fine, as long as you don't jump.
As long as I don't jump, then that's fine.
Yeah.
If we jump, I don't know what we'll do. I think I'm going to probably donate about £5 for every time I jump, if I do accidentally jump. Because it will only be accidentally. Nothing requires a jump. But when you play Mario so much, you kind of you get into a rhythm of
Jumping.
just jumping automatically. This is taking a very long time to get this skip. No, that's not going to work either. It's not normally this long. This is terrible.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't like this in the test run.
Yeah. In any of the test runs. What is going on? Sorry about this, folks. Oh, I feel good about this one. There we go.
There we go.
Now we're back on track a little bit.
Cool.
So we're coming up to we're coming up to our first thing that's going to look really like we're jumping, because we're going to jump, you know, in quotation marks, air quotes. We're going to jump through the sand. For some reason, the game doesn't count jumping in quicksand as actually jumping. Again, I'm not really sure entirely why. I think I said to Finbar the other day, my best estimate is it counts it as swimming for some reason, because the physics are somewhat similar to when you're swimming. But, you know, your guess is as good as mine, really. Either way, it doesn't count, so we're allowed to do it.
Yeah. Hopefully someone will come up and say why it is in the chat.
Oh yeah, if someone
Please.
does mention it in chat, like, I'd love to know why. I don't know if anyone will know why, but...
It's a mystery.
So we just grab this checkpoint for teleportation reasons later.
And immediately skip the entire 2D like section. Just nope.
Yeah, that's a running theme of this playthrough is we skip all of the 2D sections because most of them can't be completed without jumping. And they do actually increment the jump counter, so it's somewhat annoying because there's a lot of places where just doing the 2D section would be easier or faster, or otherwise let you get more moons. Oh no!
No.
So that is a very easy one to miss, and it's quite a big time loss, but we'll be fine. We'll teleport back over here, and we'll retry. This is not a very good start.
But it's okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
We'll still probably get on the leaderboards. The leaderboards for this category are very small. I think there's 8 people on the leaderboard, and we're going to easily beat the person in 8th because they're significantly slower than even my worst time. So
All's good.
we should be fine. Unless we lose 50 minutes somewhere, we'll be okay. Or if we accidentally jump, then obviously it won't count. But
Let's hope not.
it shouldn't happen, hopefully. I've definitely done more than just one run jumpless. No, I haven't. It's very easy to accidentally jump, especially in Wooded Kingdom, which is coming up in a couple of kingdoms, I think.
Yeah.
It's very easy to accidentally jump there, and then I think there's a couple of other places right at the end of the game where it's very easy to just mash the button a little bit too vigorously to skip some talking, and
then end up jumping at the end.
it's too late now. You've jumped and you're 8 kingdoms in, and you just the whole thing's dead.
You tried. It's okay.
Yeah, certainly tried.
Yeah.
Come on.
There we go.
Right, so we need to grab this guy. This is another one that's very easy to fail. But I got it that time. That's perfect.
Fabulous.
We grab these coins just because we need 100 coins when we get to Wooded, because we do buy a moon from the shop there. Which is actually quite interesting because it's the first time we talk to someone, and talking to people is very interesting in this game. When you're not jumping anyway. So we're almost done with sand now. Oh, that was weird.
I mean, it kind of helped because you got the elevation from leaving the camera.
It made it slightly faster. What's happening here? Okay, that was weird.
Did you just really like that cactus, Callum?
That, I mean, what can I say?
It's a pretty great cactus. Like,
What can I say?
Yeah.
So this is like backup strats for bird. You tend to get bird here if you miss bird earlier, but we got bird earlier, so we're fine.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't quite get them in there.
Cool.
Hooray. We gathered the birds, we gathered the moons,
Yep. Ready to leave.
and we're just gonna leave.
We've definitely not forgotten anything.
Yeah.
No,
The
it's all
desert it's got big chunks of ice in it.
Yeah, that's normal for
It's
deserts,
fine.
right?
It's normal.
Yeah,
It's a normal desert.
That's how deserts work. I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how this one works.
Exactly.
Ooh. Expand ship. 21.
That's a good number of moons.
Yeah, so this run we're going to gather 124 moons. That's the minimum amount you need to fight Bowser on the moon and complete the game. Oh, spoiler alert.
God, spoilers.
And yeah, so 124 is the total that we're looking at.
Yeah.
Just so, you know, we're about a sixth of the way there.
Stop hearing more useful things from Cappy.
We can throw a hat. There's a dress.
Wow.
Neat.
Oh, there's the Brutals.
Yeah, we're actually going to fight them this time.
Whoa.
We saved the Lake Kingdom. It's pretty impressive, really.
We have a donation
Ooh.
from Murtag. It's £15 to put towards the default colour in Spyro. Now you have to donate more for a good colour. Yes. I don't know, guys. This guy definitely jumped.
Funny joke. No,
Oh,
that was pretty good.
yeah.
Let's hope we don't donk.
Don't bonk. Oh,
Ooh,
hey,
didn't
you
bonk.
legitimately didn't bonk.
This is looking like a very good late kingdom at the moment.
Yeah.
But we still got the difficult skip, and then we got the boss fight of Doom. I don't know what his name is. He's the guy with the hat.
Oh, yeah.
Hillbilly Bunny.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know what his name is.
The one with the saw blade hat.
Yeah, Swordblade Hat Man.
Yeah.
Hat Rabbit, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, so he's pretty obnoxious because if you can't bounce on his hat, then his cycles are really long. You just got to wait a long time.
Mm.
But hopefully it will be fine.
Yeah. Notably, swimming does not count as jumping, so
Nope.
all is good here.
I mean, the Cheap Cheap can't jump. It doesn't have a jump button.
Oh yeah, of course, my mistake. Gosh, rookie error.
But we are going to try and jump out of the water with it here, and hopefully we'll get this. Hey,
Oh, nice.
just grab that checkpoint for safety.
Yeah. Here we are.
Gosh. So this is why it's hard. You need to get these, and they're very difficult to get. I'm actually
Without
impressed I
jumping.
managed to get that. Because you need to kind of think ahead of time, because you can't do anything immediate. Oh, there we go. Now he's gonna just wander around for a bit. This is what you want to avoid with the
Yeah.
fight. It's not too bad though. We did it once
Bonk.
at least. So we got in.
Well, that was.
It's alright.
You made that look easy, to be honest.
Well, it's easier now than we'll fight him again later, and we'll fight him on ice. It'll be like the ice skating version.
Yeah.
And whatever his name is, Sawblade Hat Rabbit on ice.
Yeah.
Um,
My favourite TV show.
2.0, featuring Knuckles.
And Dante.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's not too bad that time, but he's a little bit more obnoxious when we fight him again later in the game.
And we're back.
Hooray!
We actually did it.
Ooh.
Oh, you're worried about me. Oh no, Kathy.
Don't worry, Cappy, we'll save him. We're only
Eventually.
a little bit over an hour away from saving him.
Something like that.
Expand ship.
Yeah. Now onto the Wooded Kingdom.
Yeah, Wooded Kingdom is fun. It's really scary. There's a lot of big jumps that if you mess them up, you don't die, and if you died it would be much better.
Oh yeah, because of the underground lair. Let's call it that.
There's like I don't know, a sub area is probably the best way of explaining it.
Yeah.
Certain areas on the map, if you fall down, you don't actually die. You just get teleported to an area below the main map. And there's no very quick way out of there, so you have to very slowly work your way manually out of the underground kind of area, and it's very annoying when it happens.
Oh,
So just grab the bunny. He's pretty obnoxious sometimes when you're playing regularly. But so anyone who's played the game probably is amazed at the fact that I could just smash that rock so quickly. But I'll explain it in a second, or maybe Finbar can.
yeah. It turns out when two rocks collide, one of them smashes. They just both smash. It's kind of
Yeah.
convenient, to be honest.
It's a case of when you're holding a rock and you run into another one, Mario tries to pick up two at the same time, I
Yeah,
think.
My bad. Yeah.
Is my best guess. Again, if someone
Yeah.
in chat knows better, then it'd be very interesting to find out.
Also, notably, you just talked to someone there, but in a special way.
Yeah. So the way that the game again increments jump counters, talking to people counts as jumping for some reason. So we're not allowed to talk to anyone normally. Previously, you used to have to do a ground pound kind of trick, whereby you could speak to people a couple of frames before you actually hit the ground, and as long as you weren't touching the ground, it didn't count as a jump. But more recently, someone found a way of doing that by just going into first person, and it doesn't count as jumping because the game doesn't let you jump while you're in first person. So for whatever reason, it just stops the trigger that makes talking to people count as jumping. So, oh, that wasn't so great.
Oof.
I got hurt as well. So yeah, whenever we speak to people, which is not very many people, I think we only speak to,
I think 2.
I think 4 throughout the whole game. But We can do a count. Donate a £1 for every person we speak to.
That's not
Yeah.
going to be much.
It's not going to be very exciting
Although-
or very much.
As soon as I say that, you'll end up talking to a bunch of people.
I can
and
speak
we'll be
to
in the same
everyone.
situation as
Yeah.
distributive.
What we have to do is just make the run take 3 times longer, and I just speak to everyone for
Yeah.
no reason.
Why not? That sounds great.
Yeah,
Leaderboard, leaderboard.
it's money for charity, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're just grabbing moons at the moment. They're pretty straightforward. We're going to have to jump all the way over the stairs now, because if we don't, getting up them the normal way is really obnoxious without the ability of jumping. So we just skip it, and we grab the checkpoint on the other side, and then we teleport back in the future. I think we're coming up on halfway through Wooded Kingdom at the moment, so that'll be good.
Moons-wise.
Yeah,
Yeah,
moons-wise.
about it. About that, yeah.
This bit can be annoying if it keeps accidentally capturing people. Right, so now we immediately turn away. We don't need to go this way. We just need the
Get
checkpoint.
the checkpoint. Goodbye.
And we did the difficult jump that can stop the run by making you fall into the underground area, so we should be good on that now. This bit around here is a kind of trap. It's very easy to accidentally jump. I think when I was doing practice yesterday, this is where I accidentally jumped.
Yeah.
But we're looking good today.
But instead of jumping, you're hovering.
Yeah.
Below that now.
Oh wait, what am I doing? You teleport out of here. Hooray.
Oh.
So yeah, you can kind of stick in place on a wall by mashing the Y and B buttons and just jumping and throwing your hat. And Mario kind of hovers there, and it's good enough to just smash them up and get the moon from within. So we're going to do it again here.
There we go.
We've got the moon.
Yep.
Hooray.
And now you can go back and get the product one.
Yep.
Or not.
We're going to get it.
Yeah.
We can't kill a creature and then not take the moon from it.
Exactly.
It would just be cruel at that point.
We've got another donation.
Ooh.
£5 from Emily, and the message is Pink Spyro. So,
Oh god.
Not pink.
The
purple.
fight has begun.
Pink is now winning again with, I'm gonna say about £19.50 because I don't really know how much $5 translates to, but I'll work that out for next time.
Just do the lazy thing and say it's 1-to-1. You know, half the websites online do it already, so.
Well, then it would be £20 for Pink and $15 for default.
Ooh.
Come on, people. I know we can get purple back up there. I don't mind if it's default or if it's special purple, but purple has to be there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Oh, it's not that.
Yeah, it's nothing that. It's oh no, we get one more nut. Oh, we're still here. There's a lot of nuts in the Wooded Kingdom. It could probably be called Nut Kingdom, and it wouldn't be that inaccurate.
Well, no, I guess it depends on the kind of trees, right?
Yeah, I mean, are they really nuts? We don't really know what they are.
I think
They're described as nuts.
Yeah,
but
and they're like quite big.
they're
like-
massive nuts.
Yeah, like.
Don't take this out of context. Oh god.
What have you done? You've started it now.
We've gone straight from blue shells to this now.
Yeah, blue shells become nuts.
Hmm.
I mean, they have blue moons inside them.
That's the secret, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh no,
Oh.
this is.
Oh, there we go.
Cool. So there's a fast strat you can use there, and I mean, obviously skipping the climb of the tower is much faster, and I've already done that.
Yeah.
But you can kind of skip to the moon a little bit faster, and I deliberately didn't do that. It's really difficult, and if you mess it up, it can be like a 30-second time loss. So
Ah, here we go. It's Poison Guy.
yeah, it's the Poison Man. I don't know any of these guys' names. I really should.
Yeah. I feel like I used to know their names. But
Yeah. Anyway, he's probably the easiest boss. Oh. You can normally double bounce on him. That was just me playing very badly.
I mean,
Right.
you could just jump, right?
Jumping is not allowed, remember?
Oh dear.
I'm out of cycle now. I might be able to get him, but... Oh, that was very lucky. it's really hard to catch him when he starts going round because it's effectively random.
Yeah.
It looks like he's bouncing off the balls at correct angles, but they really aren't. They're
Yeah.
pretty much randomly generated.
Moons.
Moons.
And that's it.
Yeah. Actually, we are. We're done with
Yeah.
Wooded Kingdom now.
Yeah, it's not like there's any other badness that's happening here.
No,
No, nothing.
we killed one of the bosses.
Yeah, that's
you know.
fine. They can't be ungrateful.
No, how much more do they want?
Yeah. We tried.
So it's Cloud next, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I mean Metro. It's
Yeah.
definitely Metro.
Yeah, Metro.
Yeah.
Oh, first time. Nice.
Yeah, so getting your hat onto the globe is a little bit of a difficult thing to do very quickly. For some reason, the way that the homing works, it doesn't really work when the hat's on ground level. It needs to be slightly above ground level. So you have to kind of bank it off the stairs. And it can be a little bit obnoxious.
Yeah. Otherwise, you have to walk all the way around and then get it at the side, and that's just not ideal.
Yeah, it's much slower. I mean, it's only a couple of seconds, but when you're doing it every single time you leave a kingdom, it adds up to something like half a minute or a minute over the course of the whole thing.
Oh, it's time for some more useful tips. Shut up,
It's
Cafe.
time for some more A presses.
And now the Metro. Wait a minute.
Yeah, we're in Cloud Kingdom. We were supposed to be in Metro Kingdom. I don't know why we're here. This is weird. Oh well, I'm sure there's nothing bad going to happen.
Yeah, it's alright.
A big round arena is in front of us. They're always good.
That's pretty common, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, who's this?
Oh, it's
no.
Bowser.
It's a Bowser. It's a me, Bowser-yo.
Now, notably, you caught the hat there and walked towards him.
Yeah, so there might be a better chance to show it in the future because I was pretty close to him anyway.
Yeah.
But you can hold your hat out and kind of grab the hat at long distance and then hold it there till you're close enough to Bowser that you can return the hat to you and hit him, because normally he tries to jump away.
Yeah.
And that's obviously much slower. I think it's only like 5 or 10 seconds slower, but
Still.
it's still much faster to just do it all in one.
Given it's holding a button for a few more seconds rather than not even seconds. But
So we're almost
it's
done
not
now.
much of a skip.
It's the regular Mario, hit them 3 times and they're dead.
Yep.
Boss fight.
Oh.
So long, Bowser.
That physics though. Just like into the ship, straight up.
Yep.
What?
So we're going to have a crash somehow. I don't really know how it happens. I've skipped the cutscene too many times. We crash anyway, and we're in Lost Kingdom now. That wasn't a jump. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I know I gained height, and all of my limbs weren't touching the floor for a little bit there.
Yeah.
Trust me,
It's
it
not a
wasn't a jump. It doesn't count. So Lost Kingdom is probably the scariest kingdom in the entire run, for the simple reason that you have to do this really difficult skip, and if you don't, then you run into a loading trigger. Oh dear.
Oh.
Oh, saved it. So notably there, wall jumps don't count. You're not touching the floor, so you're not really jumping. You're just kind of changing direction in the air, I guess. I don't know. It's not a jump. It doesn't count. But yeah, there's a loading trigger in this area where your hat is taken away from you. And if you accidentally run into that trigger, or deliberately I suppose, which is kind of the intended way that you're supposed to do the level, the level becomes impossible to complete without jumping. So yeah, it's really scary because that can happen and the whole run is immediately dead. Or at least dead so far as not jumping through it.
Yeah.
In practice and stuff, you can obviously just continue.
But that's no fun.
Because you're still going to get the experience of doing things, but in this case it would just be really sad.
Yeah.
Because you get to the end and you've got like 13 jumps on the counter and they're all from Lost Kingdom when you got your hat stolen.
But now you've got that highest point, you can basically get anywhere on the island without jumping.
Yeah, so normally in, I think, World Record, they don't bother going up that long series of wall jumps and grabbing that checkpoint. because it's really slow, and there's enough moons in the kingdom that you don't need to do it.
Not fair.
But I grab it anyway, just because it's a really safe way of making sure that even if you die, you don't have to redo all the difficult skips.
Yeah.
And dying's very easy, because all of this purple goo that you see all over the place is actually poison, and it kills you instantly
Nice.
as soon as you touch it. So yeah, it only takes one slight false move, and you know, it's game over, man.
Game over.
Yeah, and we had to grab the kind of loading zone on the stairs there as well.
Yeah.
Because that just deletes the loading trigger that makes the bird steal your hat. I don't think we need to do that. With my old route, I definitely had to. But if you don't get it, you can end up going down to that lower area and have your hat stolen. And that has happened multiple times in practice, where I've collected all of the moons for the area, I'm ready to leave, and then my hat gets taken and I can't actually activate the ship, and I can't get my hat back. And at that point, you're just stuck in Lost Kingdom forever.
Okay, we have a bit of an update on the Spyro colour donation war.
Ooh.
Do sell.
Here we go.
So, we've had a £20 donation, which is more than all the donations so far for the colours from Zedo. This goes towards Spyro being the objectively correct colour, yellow.
Oh. I mean, yellow's good. It's better than pink, but
Sure,
it's no
but
purple.
also...
Yellow is winning.
Oh, no.
And if you don't want yellow to win, then you'll have to donate some more. Sorry.
Is yellow like anti-Spyro? Does he have purple horns now?
No, I think Zedo really likes yellow.
Amazing.
But purple's still better. Vote purple. If you donate while we're doing this, donate to purple.
Please.
Yeah. Or default. You know, purple of some kind.
Also, more importantly, that broke £500.
Hooray!
Ooh.
Thank you, everyone who's donated so far. That's incredible, honestly.
Yeah. Loads of money.
Yeah. How much that was blue shell money?
At least a fifth.
Yes.
Right. Anyway, Bowser's here, so we need to stop him.
As per usual.
Yeah.
So we're going to stop him by going in an entirely different way.
Yeah. Well, we're gradually going towards where he is.
Yeah.
We've got to fight Mecha Wiggler, I think it's called.
Yeah.
It's a big centipede thing that kind of climbs on some buildings.
It's a bit
Yeah, he's the most obnoxious boss in the entire run, as far as I'm concerned. His cycles are just really obnoxious.
Yeah. He's really
And
slow.
He's really slow, you've got to use motion controls to fight him. Yeah, it's just really horrible. Anyway, we're skipping most of the level here by jumping up the building. It's entirely unintended that you can do that, but it's way faster than doing the level normally.
Yeah.
Oh, and I did the really hard thing of getting back up on the building, because it lets us skip this whole area.
It's like, oh hey Gumbo.
Yeah.
Bye Gumbo.
Normally we have to go up the stairs,
Yeah.
and if you don't get that jump, then you have to go up the stairs really slowly, and it's just, it feels bad, you know?
Yeah.
It feels bad, man.
The stairs are shame, as you said to me in the test run.
Yeah, in practice I had to do that.
Oof.
And it's just really annoying. It's not going to kill the run so much as just be really obnoxious.
Yeah.
Next installment.
It just keeps evolving.
Yeah.
Emily with a £5 donation with the message pink in capital letters.
Oh no.
So now, I actually looked up what $5 was in pounds to make this
Alright.
fair.
Yeah.
So it's £3.82. So with that, we'll be on £23.82 for pink, 20 for yellow, and 15 for default. So yeah.
That's weird. I
Bite.
really hope I don't fall in this
Bite.
chest. Oh. Sorry. So right there, I was just really concerned I was going to fall in the chest. If you're not finished, then do continue.
Yeah, no, good.
So sorry about that. Yeah, no. If you fall in chests in this, you're basically screwed. You
Yeah.
can't jump out of the chest, and you can't get out in any other way that isn't jumping. I really hope I don't die here. It's fine.
No, not dead yet.
Nailed it. I
Yeah.
totally meant to do that.
Yep.
It's fine.
It's part of the run.
Yeah.
Going on the side of the ledge.
It's a speed strat where you've got to drop down on the ledge for no reason and wait there for a couple of seconds.
I wouldn't know.
Hey, I wouldn't know either, to be honest. Let's be
Fair.
real. Like I say, I'm not a pro. I'm just probably like a lot of the people watching, or at least a few of the people watching. I'm someone who watches a lot of HGDQ and SGDQ.
Oh, here we go.
And I've always
The-
kind
the
of
run, I mean.
Yeah, and I've always kind of felt that it would just be impossible to get into speedrunning as a whole. But the fact that I learned how to do this in a week and I'm top 10 in the world, admittedly on a category with only 8 people.
Yeah.
But you know, it's not as difficult to penetrate as I think some people make it out to be.
Yeah.
As long as you go in with the goal of really wanting to just give it your all and have some fun, you know, absolutely go for it. I wholeheartedly recommend people try speedrunning. Maybe don't try Mario Jumpless. It's very fun. It just ruins your brain. So every game I play now, I'm thinking, oh, I've got to throw my hat so I can bounce off my hat. Like I'm playing The Witcher 3 at the moment on my PC, and I'm running through it, and I keep thinking I have to throw my hat and bounce off it somehow, and then I remember I'm in The Witcher 3.
We have another donation
Oh.
What colour is that?
from Tanksky to
Oh,
the
I
tune of
wonder who that could be.
£25
Oh.
for the colour of blue for Spyro, because Distributive Lord needs more blue in their life.
Okay, I can get behind that. If you're not going to vote for purple, at least vote for blue.
Exactly.
So blue is now winning.
Excellent.
It's the way that it should be. So we didn't get him in one cycle, but we got him in 2, so
Yeah.
it could be worse.
Hey. Nice.
Yeah, blue shells. The blue shell meme will never die.
Yep.
Well, at least not this weekend.
No.
We've got to keep it going.
Yeah. Play every Mario Kart in order. Count out the blue shells.
We could play Smash. Just
Oh,
play
yeah,
Smash and
Smash
have
is
the
fun.
only item be a blue shell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just
Anyway,
spend the remainder of our time me versus you Smash with blue shells only.
I mean, we're probably going to have about 40 minutes at the end of the run. What's the time at the moment?
We have a
Doing it.
question from chat. The time is currently 39 minutes and 35 seconds.
Oh, that's very good. Yeah.
Can you jump in the tank?
No, well, I don't think the tank has a jump option. If it does, then you can jump in the tank.
But
so
obviously you're not jumping. So.
you're not
Yeah,
jumping.
exactly.
Yeah. So whenever you've captured something and it says you can jump, or you press the jump button, it doesn't count as a jump. Whatever they use to increment the counter, it's just turned off when you're capturing something. Which is, I think, the only thing that makes this run at all possible, to be honest.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing that that's how it works.
Well, if you couldn't jump while capturing the frog thing at the start, then immediately you'd just lose there.
Yeah, you'd end the run straight away.
Yeah. Like, oh, I'm going to do jumpless. Oh no, there's a ledge.
Yeah. So I'm
Oh,
going
it's
to try
just-
and do the skip here, which some people may have heard of. Oh,
Oh.
nailed it. So that's not the way you're supposed to get that moon. You're supposed to use the RC car and drive it around the course. And
Well, that's no fun.
yeah, and slowly kind of work your way to the moon. But the way that scooter physics work, you can lean with the motion controls, and you also lean when you turn. So if you lean completely with the motion controls, and then also turn completely, then you clip in. And again, with this, it's just the distance perfectly works out with the shake from the pole. You just make it straight onto the bench, and you speak to your friend.
Yeah.
He's like you. He's on the couch. You know, he's just chilling.
It's me.
If I could invite him on, I would. It would be
Oh.
great.
Yeah, you seem to know
I
a lot
mean-
about Metro Kingdom, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably a cool guy.
Yeah.
But someone had to voice act him, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming it's a real person.
Yeah.
I just
cool.
had to interject. I think before you said you have to go first person, so it's NPCs. Does that
Yeah.
count?
No, that doesn't count. So that's a good question. We're not technically talking to him, even though he says some stuff to us, but we never say anything back. And you don't have to press any buttons to speak to him. You just have to sit on the bench, and you sit automatically by just
Yeah.
standing there. So yeah, it's a good question, but no, it doesn't count as talking. So if we were talking to him, we would have to go in first person.
Yeah.
If you wanna...
We're about to talk to Captain Toad, so we have to go in first person again in a second.
Cool. So he's not one of the four. This is one of the four.
Ooh,
Oh, oh,
that was very close.
Yeah. Here's the second.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, this is the second person we speak to.
It's Captain Toad. I love him.
Oh, so I think we actually speak to 5 people then.
Oh,
If you have a second,
yes.
we have 2 more donations. The first one from Emily, another £5 with just the same donation message, pink in capital letters. So now, pink is at £28.82 and is winning against all other colours. So that's
We can't let this
£28.82. And then there's another donation of £10 from Sleepless.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
And the message is some great quality runs. Put this into naming Zidane to Shaggy.
Shaggy.
I mean, he is a being of unlimited power,
Yes.
so it's a fitting name.
So that's another jump that's not a jump there off the top of the pole.
Yeah, so we also jumped off poles earlier. Jumping off a pole doesn't count as jumping.
Oh.
I just missed the moon there,
And
but it's alright.
just to recap for the renaming of Zidane, so far we've got Rusty at £15. I can't read this name. Roxas for £10 and Shaggy for £10. So if you want your name to be picked, donate more.
Everyone donate more. Donate more for colours though. Colours are what's happening right now.
Although it seems like we've got formidable competition in the form of Emily with her constant pink donations.
I want purple, but blue would make me happy as well.
Blue would be good.
Blue shells.
Blue shells.
If you don't do it for the purple, do it for the memes. And blue shells are definitely memes
Yeah.
at the moment.
My bad, the Final Fantasy Run characters, there's like 8 characters to name, and all 3 of those names are for separate characters, so they're all valid.
So jumping off poles doesn't count, once again. You don't actually need to use the poles there. I just
Like to.
kind of... Sometimes I use them, sometimes I don't.
Mhm.
I just kind of launch myself over in that direction. And sometimes you touch a pole and you have to use it,
Yeah.
and sometimes you don't. Hey,
That's
we're going to talk to Pauline now.
Time for number 3.
Yeah.
Oh.
Come on, where are you? There you go. This is a dangerous one. You can accidentally jump there.
Yeah.
But, thankfully I didn't. We talked to the drummer as well.
Yeah.
Number 4, right?
Yep. Number 4.
So we're assembling the band right now for the festival.
Wow.
But
The band.
We'll see how far we get with the band. Oh,
Cool. We've assembled part of the band. We've got
Yeah.
the drum and the backbone.
we've got the drummer. He's the core element.
Yeah.
He's like the leader.
Yeah.
It's a weird group where the drummer's the leader.
Yeah.
Is there a vocalist? I think there's a vocalist.
No, because Pauline's the vocalist.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh.
I
So
think
I
it's
guess,
like a
I guess
trumpeter?
she's the leader then, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it might be like trumpet, guitar, bass, drums.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
Yeah.
There's definitely bass, guitar, and
Speak of
drums.
the bass.
It's the bass. The second most important.
Yeah.
And that's all we're going to get. We don't need any more members
No.
of the band, you know.
No.
As everyone knows, all the best bands just have drummers and bassists
Yep.
and no one else.
Exactly. And now we leave.
We might come back later, after we finish the run. If people are interested, we could try and do the festival. We'll see how well that goes. We'll see. Anyway, I think we're over halfway at this point now. I mean, I'm not sure in terms of time, but if we're over
Moons
halfway.
wise, we're definitely.
Moons wise, we're over halfway.
Don't worry about time, we'll find something to fill in.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have some ideas.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
We can ask chat.
Boss,
Chat
right.
can be the deciders of our fate.
That sounds like a really bad idea.
It worked out great for distributive.
I mean, it did, didn't it?
Well, I guess it wasn't so much chat as just RNGesus. but
Yeah.
Chat held them to their words.
Yes. You can press B. Wow.
I could press B. I mean, I don't want to, but I could.
Yeah. Because that might be a jump.
The Snow Kingdom. We kind of want to go and speak to Captain Toad, but I don't know where he is, and I couldn't be bothered to ever figure out where he actually is. The blizzard is just really annoying,
Yeah.
so I don't do that.
So
I go
it's-
for some slower strats, but you know.
Ooh, cold.
Oh dear, I just jumped.
Wait, did you just?
I just jumped.
Oh no.
Oh no, that's why I'll donate £5. That was a jump. My bad. So jumping out of water counts as jumping, but jumping when you're below the surface doesn't. It's very strange. I'll just show you that you can get out of here without jumping. Yeah, that was without jumping. Oh no.
We have a nice question from chat. What's the runner's least favourite kingdom and most favourite?
In terms of the run, or in terms of just in general?
Why not in general? And both. Answer both.
Yeah, both. I think in general, my least favourite Jumpless is probably the moon, just because the gravity really messes with the physics in such a way that, because you're bouncing off your hat so often, and you can't actually jump, it makes things really long and slow and really annoying. So there's that. Best for the run is probably Lake Kingdom, just because it's really fast. You can do the whole thing in about 2.5 minutes, and you've got that really neat jump that you do that skips most of the platforming. And then when you can really nail that boss down, it's really fun. General playthrough is really hard. Mushroom Kingdom's fun, just because of the nostalgia factor. I think Snow's normally really fun. I really like the racing thing that you get. We don't do any racing in the Jumpless run, is the thing.
I was so bad at the racing in my playthroughs. I was so bad.
It's really different to the rest of the game. I think that's why it's something that you either enjoy or you don't.
Yeah.
I can't believe I jumped. If only I'd saved, I would have been able to load. But
That's really slow.
yeah.
It's okay, you just have to donate us £5 for that
I
jump.
don't £5 for the jump. Don't worry. It's just a shame.
Speaking of donations,
Oh.
we have a £10 donation from Jake GT1. The message is default Spyro to not ruin immersion.
Hey.
So that brings the total of default Spyro up to
Oh my God.
£25, which still isn't enough to beat Pink, which is at £28.82. And to stop any more confusion, I'm going to list the totals so far. So for Blue, we have £25. For Yellow, we have £20. For Default, also £25.
This
And
guy's
winning
being
is
really
Pink with £28.82. Yeah.
1982.
Yeah. So this guy it's return of this guy, except this time he's on ice.
Yep.
And we're really getting our butts kicked at the moment. And now we've hit his hat by accident, which is not good.
Why isn't that good at it?
So oftentimes when you hit his hat, at least on the ice stage, I don't really know when you fight him normally.
Yeah.
Because I don't really ever actually hit his hat.
Yeah.
You can't actually get onto his hat and use it to kill him the normal way you would.
Mm-hmm. But it still slows. It means he's standing in the same place.
It slows his cycle down, but it's not enough for you to land, throw your hat, bounce off your hat,
Oh,
and
fair.
to actually get onto his head.
Mhm.
So it's basically just a 5-second delay.
Which is not great.
Yeah.
Got another question. Are there any moons that can't be gotten in this category besides the jump X times one?
Oh, loads. So I'd recommend you watch the videos that I think VG Miss
Yeah, that's the one
did.
you sent me.
And I think he did a series of about 3 or 4 videos where the first one he kind of discussed could the game even be beaten without jumping, because at the time no one actually knew. And then from there he went on and did the most difficult moons to get, and also the ones that are impossible to get. But yeah, there's loads that are impossible. Basically anything that requires going into a 2D section is completely
course, yeah.
impossible, because you can't jump in a 2D section without actually jumping, and that's not allowed. So yeah, that's basically the answer. But there's loads. I think all of the story moons in Sand Kingdom are impossible to complete.
You need that 2D section to get up
Yeah.
the tower, and then you've got everything else which is after that tower and directly from it. So
Yeah, and then anything else that's locked out by collecting those moons is also impossible by default.
Yeah.
So you can do a lot of stuff in the game without jumping. So yeah, it's a good question. Yeah, that's the beauty of Jumpless is it's not really anything special. There's no like major clips. There's no really difficult strategies or frame perfect inputs like some of the stuff we were seeing in Super Monkey Ball earlier. You just kind of play the game, and anyone can do it really. You know, it takes a little bit of practice to do it fast.
and to not press the B button.
And you really
Yeah.
have to work it into your brain that you can't press the B button. And you just saw, I pressed the B button and jumped just a minute ago. Because it's very easy to forget
Yeah.
that you're doing it jumpless.
Especially in that edge case of getting out of the water.
Yeah. It's really a shame because I don't think I'm going to jump now because I'm past most of the major jump risks.
Mm.
I mean, we probably could have reset it. I think we have enough time, but it's not worth
Oh
it.
well, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's only £5.
It's still fun for everyone.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's £5 for charity.
Yeah.
Another question: have you speedrun this non-jumpless?
No.
Clear that up.
Easy
That's
answer.
the answer to that. No, I haven't. My time is better than some people's regular any percent runs when I don't jump. So
It's pretty good.
yeah, I'd probably be decent if I did any percent. It's basically exactly the same route. You don't change very much.
You just jump more.
You just jump. Yeah, and it means all of the stuff that you have to do is way easier. So any time where you might fail because you're not jumping, you're basically guaranteed to succeed because you can just jump. So this is another case of we're definitely not jumping, even though it
Yeah.
says press B to jump. Don't worry, it's not jumping.
It must feel almost liberating at those points where you're just like, I can press B and not suffer the consequences.
Yeah. But then I think that's why you get a lot of the forgetfulness of, oh wait a second, I accidentally jumped. And
Yeah. It's not like you can just put something on top of the B button so you can't press it anymore.
Yeah. Because you need to press the button to do all the cutscenes.
Yeah.
Is the problem. So you can't just remove the button. Because
Yeah.
I have a lot of people recommending just take the button off your controller.
Yeah, it's
or something.
easy, yeah.
Yeah, it's
I'm
not
not
quite
gonna
that
lie,
simple.
I also thought that to start with.
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah, you need to to speak to people. You need to press the jump button. To skip the cutscenes, you need to press the jump button. So
We have an update on the Spyro Colour War.
Oh.
We have a £13.50 donation from Tanksky. Money to Blue for the Spyro colour. 10p for every £1 donated by the Blue Shell Cause from Murtax. Thank you very much. That brings Blue up to a total of £38.50, which is almost a full £10 clear of Pink now. So if you want Pink, I'm sorry. So yeah, £38.50 for Blue, $28.82 for Pink, 20 for Yellow, and 25 each for Blue and Default.
okay, come on, default or blue. Blue's
Blue.
good too.
It's definitely.
Actually, blue for the memes. Let's switch to blue. We'll switch into blue.
Purple's good, but
Team blue.
blue for the memes.
Yeah.
It's time for more tips.
More tips and tricks. It's Seaside Kingdom.
Yay.
With its obnoxious jump straight at the beginning.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Loads of swimming.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's another world where we don't bother actually saving them at all. It's fine. They'll be fine.
Oh yeah, exactly. All they've got is a giant octopus. It's fine. All is good.
Oof. Ow.
Owie.
Let's just
I
take
mean,
this away.
that works, yeah.
I wouldn't normally do this, but it gets him out of our way. At
Yeah.
least.
For this jump.
Oh.
No.
It's very difficult to get that. I don't think I've ever actually got it first try. I don't know why. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
We got it?
Well, that was looking pretty good. I think I
Yeah.
need to be a little bit further away from the wall.
Mhm.
It's the only thing. Oh. He's hoping we don't spend 10 minutes here.
I mean, you were making good time before. It's all good.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to count anyway, the run though, so
Oh, yeah.
because I jumped, which is a shame. But yeah,
You can still be any percent, right? Just.
it can still be any percent.
Yeah.
So I'll still be like 480th in the world. Or
Yeah,
something for
be
any
great.
percent. As long as I get PB, which is not super likely. I'm not gonna lie.
Fair. Oh, it's enough one of these.
Yeah, it's another hidden one. It's hiding in the ground. I wonder where it is.
Oh wow, you found it. You're really adept with those vibration detection things.
Yeah. I think we've only got one more moon to get on the land, and then we
Under us.
disappear into the sea.
I just want to share a really funny comment.
Mm.
1 jump percent.
1 jump percent. We can make it. We can make
Yeah.
it a new category. it's going to be glorious.
Yeah.
And I'll be world number 1, and it'll be
Yeah.
awesome.
Put on your CV. It's like,
I
World
mean, I probably
record
could.
in
It's
one
better than any of the other
category.
stuff on my CV. Oh no.
that was harsh.
I'm getting distracted here. I need to focus. Right.
There we go.
Oh, oh. I nearly missed it there.
Nice.
So we're done with most of the stuff on land now. We just need to go over this way.
Oh, here we go.
We've got the scary rocket flower
Music.
thing. Got to get the music notes.
Here we go.
Cool. Sometimes it gets really wobbly and you get very nervous.
Oh, nice.
I've done some ridiculously swervy lines through there sometimes.
Yeah.
Um,
Nice.
hooray! We took the notes.
We took some notes.
Another good comment. When's blindfolded Mario Odyssey?
Someone has done that. Like, I presume this comment is talking about this.
Really?
There's a guy on YouTube, because obviously I've been getting all these videos recommended to me. He's played the game completely blindfolded from start to finish. And actually, just the other day, I think, he did the game blindfolded and deaf. So, yeah, and he just played with Twitch chat, telling him where he was, and that was
Wait.
very fun.
So he must have had Twitch chat being read out, right?
I think he just set up his screen so that it only had Twitch chat on it.
Oh, fair.
Okay,
So-
if we get to £10,000, you're doing this blindfolded.
Okay, yeah, I'll do it.
Cool.
I think it took him like 5 hours or something.
It's fine. I'll
But it's
just
fine.
shout like
That's
left.
fine.
I'd give it a try.
Nice.
Right. That was a little bit slow, but probably still fine.
Yeah.
I hate this one because you've got to try and turn the camera so
there
that
you
you
go.
can see where you're actually going. Oof. Bonk. Bonk.
Bonk. Oh yeah, that's one. I assume that's planned out as part of the route as well, because Dory spends the whole time going around the map.
Yeah, she always lines up exactly there,
Nice.
as long as you don't make any major mistakes
Mhm.
throughout the rest of the level.
Yeah.
She's never like a million miles away,
Mhm.
so
Yeah, exactly. Like, she's quite slow.
yeah, if needs be, you just change up the order slightly because
Yeah.
there's those 3 moons all right next to each other.
Exactly. Oh, it's your adoring fans.
Yeah.
They're all here. And you're going to leave them. Bye.
Yep. We're done now. We don't need to be in Seaside Kingdom anymore.
That's a shame. I like Seaside Kingdom.
If we're on good time, we're probably like about an hour.
You are
Yeah.
exactly an hour.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was a really good estimate.
Yeah. So that's pretty good time. That's
Yeah, it's really good timing. So we have another donation war donation.
Keep them coming.
£15 from D Catcher. The bidding war is heating up. Pink. So
Oh, no.
let me just recalculate things. 28.82, 38.82.
Oh, it's time for the Luncheon Kingdom.
Yep.
Delicious.
Which has a lot of pink in it, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, pink is on £43.82, which is now the
Okay.
winner, with blue at 38.50, green and default at 25, and yellow at 20.
No. Well, it's good timing because here's some pink.
Perfect.
Understatement of the week
Yeah.
right there.
No.
Everything is pink.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's some blue there, right? And green,
Oh, yeah,
but
there's a little blue.
It's mostly pink.
Yeah.
There's lots of pink.
Oh, it's a nice colour scheme.
Yeah, lots
like
of
it.
pastels.
Yeah.
This is a really difficult jump as well.
Oh, nice.
Oh, first try.
Perfect.
I practiced that a lot. I think that's the only thing I actually practiced today.
Mhm.
So I'm really glad that went well.
Nice.
So we just go across the pink. Ooh, ow.
Oh, ow.
Owie. You're not normally supposed to get burnt there. Yeah. that was just me playing very badly.
Thank you for the host.
Jumpless. Oh,
Yeah.
the Brutals are here, but we don't care. Oh shit.
It's the purple hat boy again. For the second time.
Yeah.
Hopefully he'll die
Oh,
nice and quickly
nice.
for us.
Yeah.
You can bounce on his head twice, you just have to like get
Line
the
it up.
timing correct.
Hmm.
That was nearly really bad timing there. Oh, I hit him. So
Oh.
you really don't want to hit him with your hat, because it means that he gets an attack off, and your hat is delayed for just a second or two, and it's just barely enough to make it so that you can't actually dodge the attack.
Mhm.
So it's just really difficult to kind of recover, but we managed to get fine there somehow. Wahoo! So Mario's going to get a little bit hurt here, but it's fine. He can take it.
Yeah, he knows what's up.
Owie, owie. That's alright.
Yeah,
It's fine.
he's
He'll get
fine now.
healed.
Yep. He's a bit scalded, but that's okay.
Yeah. So we just do that because it's a really fast moon. We don't do the rest of the area because it's really slow.
Hmm. Yeah, waiting for the platforms to go up and down constantly.
So we've got some fun, and by fun I mean obnoxious turnips to deal with at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up now, amongst other things.
Time to make a recipe for cooking in this game.
I just need to get one of those poles as we go past it. So we've got to get this golden turnip into the pot somehow. As you know, we can't jump, so we can't actually throw it high enough. So we have to throw it onto the step. And that was actually really good.
Yeah.
Normally it takes much longer than that.
Yeah.
We have to throw it onto the step so that we get enough height that we can actually throw it into the pot. So we just get this moon up here. We have to wall jump up.
Yeah.
But it's fine. Wall jumps don't count. We've already been over this.
Yeah.
I don't know, Mario. Is it an ingredient? What do you think, Chad? Do you think it's an ingredient?
Is a moon an ingredient?
What is a moon really made of?
That's a yeah.
I mean, it's a question and
Yeah.
Surely
isn't it?
cheese, right?
Sure.
I mean, but cheese is already in the game, and
Yeah.
it's very different.
Yeah, and it was also power stuff. Like the.
It's a power source. I mean, cheese
yeah.
is a power source too.
Yeah, of course.
Everyone knows that cheese is a power source. Oh, I missed the moon, so this is not great.
Don't know, he's trying his
No.
best.
I'm trying not to hit him. He's really annoying. He's very easy to hit.
Got a question from chat. What kind of time are you going for?
On this, as long as we stay on track, it will be like 1 hour 40 or less probably.
Cool, thank you.
But it's very easy to get some things going very wrong at the end because you have a lot of boss fights
Yeah,
where
of
if you
course.
die you lose 3 minutes plus. So hopefully though that won't happen.
Yeah.
That's weird though. If I get a PB and it's not valid because of
The one
accidentally
jump.
jumping, that's going to be really annoying.
Oh.
But I get the feeling that's what's going to happen.
Ah, well.
Oh dear.
It's fine, it's 1 jump %.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we can make it happen, but
Jump percent.
just got to get in touch with speedrun.com or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
Add that as a category extension, it'll be fine.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we just do that. It skips over some of the annoying forkness of everything else. We're over halfway there.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Didn't shake hard enough apparently. Oh,
Oh,
dear.
gosh.
I'm gonna die. Whoops, that was just an accidental press
Decapture.
of the button. Yeah. It's fine. Come on.
It's fine. You can just call this category 1 jump, 1 death %.
One jump, one death.
One jump, one death.
One death is really good. Normally I die more than once, to be honest. So
I think you've only died once so far.
I've only died once, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't fail the jumps in the poison
No, you didn't.
earlier, which often I do. So
Success.
yeah,
One
great
jump, one
success.
death. Ah, it's the hammer.
But it's the cheese.
Yes.
The aforementioned cheese is here.
Yeah. Welcome to Cheeseland.
We just throw loads of pans as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Where does he get all those pans from?
I have no idea.
Like,
You don't want to ask. I don't think anyone wants to know, and you definitely don't want to ask. Let's just be real here. It's not somewhere good. It's not. We looked under the cheese rocks. We got some stuff.
some
A moon.
cheese.
We got some cheese and we got a moon. What
Yeah.
more could you want?
Yeah, exactly.
Other than like 5 more moons so that we can leave.
Yeah. And one less jump, cries.
If only.
Okay.
Cries in Mario.
Oh, no.
Cries in Wahoos.
Waluigi, is that you?
Oh man. I really wanted to play as Waluigi, but there's no New Game Plus option for this game. So you
Yeah.
can't actually use the Waluigi costume until you've beat the game. And even then you need like a whole bunch of moons to
Yeah.
actually unlock it.
And a
So-
lot of coins. I
Yeah.
think it's one of the more expensive ones.
So it's a shame that we can't play as Waluigi and have Super Waluigi Odyssey. But,
Yeah.
you know,
What can you do?
such is the way of life. So that moon's not too bad, but the next section I'm gonna try and
Oh, the
do a
skip.
dangerous jump, and if we live, then hooray.
Hooray!
Oh, oh,
Oh no!
Hooray, not hooray. So close,
Yeah,
yet so
no.
far. Yeah, the momentum on the fireballs or whatever they're called
Yeah.
is really strange. As long as you're holding forward, you keep all your momentum, but as soon as you try and slow down even slightly, you kind of drop to a dead standstill,
Mm.
and it just makes things really awkward sometimes. Like even there, I nearly got caught out by it. But we should be fine now.
We have a question. What's the storyline behind Mario being unable to jump?
I don't know. We were trying to talk about this, weren't we?
Yeah.
I think maybe he's just got some leg injuries or something at
Yeah.
the moment. He can't quite.
He's just old.
you know.
He's been around for a long time.
He's been in this for a long time.
Like,
Yeah. Or maybe he's forgotten. It's like amnesia. It's the standard
Oh.
standard storyline, you know.
I mean, he did fall quite far into
Yeah.
Hat Kingdom.
He fell a really long way.
Yeah.
And then he had crashed a ship.
Yeah. Like, all in all, it's not. This isn't safe.
We have serious concerns, right? He needs to go to like the medical kingdom.
Yeah.
And get some checks done. Right.
Comment from chat: Mario has arthritis.
Perhaps. It's a terrible disease. Yeah.
But it's fine. Cappy's here to help.
Yeah.
It's okay.
He's got a bouncy hat.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to jump anymore.
Yeah. Who needs to jump when you have a trampoline?
Yeah. So we just got the multi-moon there, which means we're done with the area. The volcano's going to erupt, but that's fine. We don't care about that. We'll just leave. They can sort it out themselves.
It's fine. This is how it's meant to be. They're heating up, right? They're gonna get us
Yeah.
properly hot soup.
The volcano is still erupting. Oh no.
Oh, no.
I guess we'll leave.
Oh no! I don't know how to deal with this. Goodbye.
I mean, we're just a man. What
Yeah.
more can we do?
Like, we're not even jump man. Just man.
We're just man. Yeah.
So we have a £22 donation from Murtag. Put £11 of this to naming Vivi in Final Fantasy IX adorable, and
Aw.
£11 to naming Steiner charge bot. Thank you very much for that generous £22 donation, and I will write down your name choices.
Ah, it's Bowser's Kingdom.
Yeah, definitely Bowser's
Yeah,
Kingdom.
it's Bowser's Kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just it's a perfectly nice trip to Bowser's Kingdom.
I'm sure the ship won't crash.
Yeah, exactly.
There won't be any
Yeah, it's just-
problems.
Yeah, it's all good.
We won't get attacked.
Yeah. It's just Bowser's
It'll
Kingdom.
be fine.
Oh, things are shaking. That must be the volcano from earlier.
Yeah, I'm sure it's nothing.
Yeah,
it's just a
exactly.
bit of turbulence.
Yeah.
Wait, why are we in Dark
No, no.
Souls? Wait,
Wait. He's let it go a bit, hasn't he? He's sort of.
Yeah.
I guess he's been
it's
too
fallen
busy.
to ruin.
Yeah, I guess
But,
he's been too busy kidnapping Peach.
Yeah.
Let it go.
He really needs to hire some gardeners or groundskeepers or something.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be expensive, but it'll be worth
Yeah.
it. Or he could just sell it, start up a new kingdom.
It's a scary dragon.
Why is
Mr.
that's-
Dargon.
It's Bowser,
it's
Bowser in
Bowser.
high definition.
Yeah, it's high definition. 4K.
Also, he chose the right color, purple.
Yeah. Yeah, purple.
Yeah,
Purple for Spyro. Justice for purple.
yeah. Oof.
Oof.
But also, that's pretty much to be expected.
Yeah. So we take damage there deliberately just because it means that we can do all of the things much faster and
Yeah.
more reliably do it in one cycle rather than
You
two.
said there's like 5 or 6 hearts around here.
There's 4,
Okay.
so it's very hard to die.
Although those are really famous last words.
They are really famous last words.
It's really hard to die.
It's irrelevant. Time doesn't matter anymore. We're on 1%. We're going to get world record anyway.
Yeah, it's yeah, it's 1 jump, 2 death. Oh, oh no.
It's not so great, but we're still on there. So
That's fine. You can just jump up there.
no, we can't jump. It's terrible. We're fine.
Yeah.
You had a
Nice.
Bosh.
We had a nice sequence of comments in chat. This is going to be so hard with no jumping, and then immediately, okay, maybe not.
So this was one of the hardest things to learn how to do. It's just that the boss has very repeatable movesets. So once you've got it down, you're kind of set. But I did die, I think, 4 times the first time I tried to do this. And I'm probably going to have to take 2 cycles here because I've gone too slow.
Yeah.
But we might be alright.
You might be able to get all the things out at least.
Nah, the homing didn't work.
Oh.
Oh. I don't know how I got that last one out. It's alright. We'll just take it slow.
Yeah, it's fine. You only need to ground pound him now, so it's fine.
I could still die actually here.
Try not to.
If I take damage from one of the fuzzy things that go on his body. Oh dear.
Ideal.
Oh, we made it work. Yeah.
No, we didn't.
No.
Oh.
I don't know how I didn't take damage there. But,
It seemed to, I think they all just leapt over you. It was all going for you, and then
Yeah.
just ended up going
No,
for
I
each
mean I
other.
meant to do that. It's intended.
Yeah, part of the run,
Perfect.
right?
Yeah. Anyway,
Not moon. And this is like one of the kingdoms you genuinely completed.
yeah. We actually did the story in this one. We
Yeah.
were fully finished with it.
Yeah.
We didn't just leave it to burn
Yeah.
in a horrible volcano-related accident.
No,
Yeah.
it's fine. The volcano was fine. It was meant to be like that.
It was only erupting a little bit.
Yeah. You saw it. It's just
It's
a few meters. It was
it's-
fine.
It's miles away from the town.
Exactly.
It's going to be fine.
Yeah. No flooding. Flooding? Nah.
There'll be a no-fly zone overhead for a while, but you know.
Sure, but that's
We're the only
volcanoes
plane in
general.
existence, so you know.
Yeah.
Is this even a plane? I mean, what is this thing? It's not a helicopter.
It's like
It's a hot air balloon, basically. Is what I
yeah,
suppose.
it's a hot air balloon with an incomplete balloon.
Yeah. It'll be complete soon.
Yeah.
We'll have a real orb soon.
Hell yeah.
It's repaired once again.
Let's go.
This time we're going to Bowser's Kingdom for real.
What? No.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
We don't fight Bowser in Bowser's Kingdom.
No.
In case anyone is wondering who hasn't
Spoiler
played the
alert.
game. Yeah, you don't fight Bowser in Bowser's Kingdom. You see him for a couple of seconds.
You see all the iconography.
Yeah, there's loads of Bowser faces and things.
Yeah. He's very fond of himself.
Yeah. It's almost like he's a megalomaniac or something. He's
Nah, he wouldn't do that.
very self-obsessed. Built a castle, themed it after himself.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, music.
yeah, the best music that we've heard in a while because the background tracks are very quiet, I should say, or
Yeah.
minimal, I guess is a better descriptor.
Especially when half the time is it playing the "You Got a Moon" jingle.
Yeah. I mean, it genuinely is almost
Yeah.
half the time.
It's just ridiculous. Like, if that jingle were any shorter, you'd be cutting a huge block of time off. And
Oh no, nearly got it in one.
I was about to say you got it, but apparently I jinxed it without even mentioning it.
That's right, we got it in two.
Yeah. Nice.
So the thing about Bowser's while we're going through this is you don't grab enough by just doing all the story moons. You have to do the story moons to progress.
Yeah.
But you don't quite get enough to actually leave the area. You need to grab 2 more that aren't story moons. So it's just, we've got to bear in mind that we need to grab 2 more. But I've got 2 in mind for the ones that we want to grab. So we should be all okay, unless something horrible happens. But, you know.
Is there any variation on the 2 that you grab? Is it always the same 2? Or?
I mean, World Record and all of the good runs all grab the same 2, which are the 2 that we're going to get. But I used to grab a different one. It's a little bit safer, in that there's no chance of dying, but it is probably about 10 seconds slower. So it should be fine. We probably won't die. If we die, we die. But you know, most of World Record is actually basically exactly the same as this route. They just do some slightly more risky things and nail every trick first time, which is why I don't have World Record. But yeah, so this is pretty close. It's just you know, how much you can learn in a week.
Yeah. Which is like, this is legit. Oh.
So this is the first moon that we're gonna grab. That's extra because it's pretty quick.
Yeah. Just in a hole.
Yeah. You stick your beak in the hole, and you get a moon for some reason.
Yeah.
It's all good.
That's how it works in real life.
I mean, where?
That's a good question.
What? I want a moon.
Yeah, I want a moon too, especially if it's made of cheese.
Wait, they aren't made of cheese. We discussed this already.
We've got another donation.
Oh.
£15 from Natty. Good luck with all the runs. Here's some cash for Pink Spyro. So that's amazing. Thank you, Natty. I'm really sorry if I got your name wrong. Pink is now up to £58.82, which is. Can I just say that the bidding war for the Spyro colours has almost made £150 on its own.
That's wonderful.
So if you really hate pink, you need to get donating.
Yeah.
Blue is on £38.50, default is on £25, and yellow is on £20. And all the other colours are on 0.
And now this is the first time you've encountered,
Yeah.
I don't know what her name is.
Dear. So you want to kind of hit her bombs back at her as she throws them at you, but it's motion controlled and it's really obnoxious and sometimes it just doesn't work. So we missed it this time, so we just have to fight her the slow way.
Nice.
You can't actually get too close because they do hit you if you get too close. Ooh, this is not so great.
Yeah.
There we go. Got her in the end. I was a little bit worried there
Yeah.
for a second.
Yeah. It's just sort of, no, I'm not going to template like that.
She's not normally that hard.
Mhm.
Hey, there we go.
But you got the checkpoint in the souvenir shop this time anyway, so...
Yeah, we got the checkpoint at the souvenir shop. We notably skipped the checkpoint that's right outside this boss fight. That's just because if we lose any hearts, it's a much quicker way of healing ourselves than actually grabbing the designated hearts in the boxes inside the arena.
Yeah.
It means it's risky if we die, but
Nice.
generally you just don't die.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't lose any health there at all then, I don't think.
No. So I'm not even going to bother trying to grab the checkpoint, I'm just going to fight the other boss.
Nice. But you can always grab it on the way out if need be. Oh, no,
No,
there's
we
a
don't
moon.
need to, there's another
Yeah.
checkpoint immediately afterwards.
Yeah.
The moon acts as a checkpoint as
Yeah,
well.
exactly.
So it's
It's
Green
hats.
Hat Man again.
With purple hair. I respect his choice. It's a good choice.
I don't know, is it pink?
I guess it's kind of a bright purple more than anything.
I mean, I agree that it's probably purple because purple's better.
Yeah.
It is a pink, it's not pink, it's not that pink anyway.
Yeah, it's definitely,
dear,
it's
I might
definitely not
die
that.
here.
Yeah.
If I die here, I don't actually know where I'll respawn. So,
Hopefully somewhere good. That's all I can say.
oh dear. No, he's gonna
No,
redo his phase.
no, it's okay. Oh
No,
god.
it's not.
Oh.
It's not okay.
Okay, that's not okay.
It's really not okay.
That's not okay.
Really hope he doesn't spin. Oh, there we go. So as long as I don't die, we're all good. I should say that all of these things
Oh,
do
fuck.
damage. There's a heart over there. I don't know which one he is at this point, but I'm going to grab the heart.
I thought it
just
was
to
one of the
safety.
ones you killed earlier, but I was wrong.
Oh dear, that was nearly damaged there.
It's fine, things are a little calmer now. Nice.
Did it. So there's one more platforming section after this, and then another boss.
It's an exciting boss.
Yeah, it's the exciting boss. With
Yeah,
some
it's-
cool skips and
It's
things.
big.
Yep.
And when you showed me this run, like, I legitimately didn't know you could do some of the stuff. But,
Yeah. Well, hopefully people will look at it and go, "Oh, that's cool."
yeah.
It's not very hard. It's very hard to do it reliably.
Yeah.
But it's something that anyone can do. There's no frame perfect skips or you just clip through this wall at a perfect angle at frame 97 or anything. You've got a lot of leeway. It's just kind of do the thing.
Yeah.
Do it vaguely correctly. I'm not grabbing a checkpoint. Hopefully I don't die. I don't want to get you, bird. Go away. No.
No.
We'll do it from lower down. Hopefully it will still work.
Nice.
It's fine. So we've got to get this moon down here. It's the scariest moon in the game, as far as the ones we can actually grab,
Oh,
because it's very easy to fall and die.
yeah.
But we got it. So that's both the extra ones that we need.
Mhm. And that was relatively quick as well.
Yeah, the reason we grab it is because it makes going up the steps so much faster.
Mhm.
I don't think it's any faster than the alternative that I used to use, actually getting it, but just the fact that it skips you up the steps makes
Yeah.
it faster.
What was the alternative?
Right at the start, when you possess the first bird, you can go behind the wall and there's a moon
Oh,
down
yeah,
there.
yeah.
So I used to get that one. But there we go. So we're done platforming now. So we're going to see Bowser for a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
There he is.
Oh, hi, Bowser. How's it hanging?
And then he leaves or something, I don't know. We've got to fight this thing.
Who's notably not Bowser.
Yeah. So it's all of the Broodals, all of the rabbits, in one big giant mech for some reason. They have a mech. And we've got to poke the bombs back at it till it loses its armour, and then it falls over and we can go and climb up it. So this is where the
Nice.
special strat comes in. Oh dear,
Oh,
I didn't quite get it there. I should have waited a little bit longer. But what you can do is you can, we'll try it again in a second. You can stay on top of the boss and just keep hitting the little glass orbs that they sit in, and it just means the whole thing goes so much faster because you don't have to wait for it to walk around and shoot all the bombs. And it's very hard to do it reliably 4 times though. That wasn't great because I only hit each leg once. You need to hit the same leg twice. It's fine.
there you go.
There we go. Got him.
Kind of a slightly awkward place on the stage, but...
It's almost always an awkward place on the stage for some reason.
Nice. Oh. Oh, that actually helps. Because you were propelled off towards the edge of the stage, but it wasn't,
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
I missed my hat. That's fine. It's not like we're going to die or anything. It just uses probably about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
If we can get the last one, we don't really lose that much time.
Yeah.
And like I say, this is super unreliable. Anyway,
Yeah.
at least I mean you can do it reliably. I can't, but some people can.
Yeah. It's a really cool skip, nonetheless.
Like, I really hope we get to do it once. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's just very fun.
Yeah.
It's a right shame I didn't get it when it's walking around with the rainbow legs, because it's really crazy when you're standing on top of that thing. It's kind of like a bucking bronco or something. It tries to kick you off,
Yeah.
and you have to kind of fight to keep your grip on it. So it's very fun. Camera goes a bit crazy as well.
Mm. Nice.
Anyway, I'm gonna make sure you don't get crushed by it, because I have been crushed by this thing way too many times.
I assume that's instant death. Or is it?
No, it just does 1 damage.
Oh, okay.
But oftentimes you're only on 1 heart left.
Yeah, so it's,
And it's just enough to
basically
kill you.
instant death.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
So this is what you normally want to do, and you want to be standing up here, and then you've got to ground pound this guy down here. But it's very difficult. I'm going to be launched off in a second. When it starts flashing, you know you're about to be launched off.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm very surprised.
Oh.
I'm very surprised I got in there.
Nice.
Oh, that was really unfair. Oh no, I missed
Oh
it.
no!
Oh well. We tried. We can but try.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's been going pretty damn well so far, apart from this. So.
Yeah, yeah. And the jumping, you know.
We
the
just
extra
need to think
jump.
about that.
It's fine. 1 jump, best category.
One
Oh.
jump. Oh, I'm not going to die. I'll be fine. Oh, I very nearly
You're
died
about to- I was about to
there.
say, I'm not gonna die, and then just not suggest that you're tempting fate
It's
there,
fine.
Callum.
It's fine.
But
We've done it.
yeah, just don't get crushed.
Just ground pound him just for swagger.
Nice. What's that?
I think that deserves some donations. Don't you, chat? Hint, hint.
Purple.
Yeah.
Oh, blue.
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 Or purple. Or not pink. There you go. Just not pink. We'll join team not pink.
Green. That's a
Who
rogue
wants
choice.
green? Who wants
Green could
green?
be the underdog. It's
I mean,
currently
I-
at 0.
I like green. It's just not gonna happen.
Let's get green up to like 300, chat. If everyone donates £4 to green when I finish the run, then green will be in first, right?
It would very much
Yeah.
be in
Yeah.
first if everyone donated £4.
Let's do that then.
Yeah.
If everyone just go green.
Yeah.
We've not been on team green at all, but we can switch, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's fine. We don't need loyalty.
That's a really good question. Okay, so if you were to run a 1 jump category, what single jump would save the most time?
Oh.
I really don't know, to be honest. There would be an argument. So we're coming up to a moon skip. It's called cave skip, and you can. I'll show you in a second because I'll do it. You can do it without jumping. It's much harder to do without jumping than it is with jumping, and sometimes it takes like 3 minutes to get it working. So I think probably that, just because of my skill level. If you got to a position where you could do that regularly, I really don't know, to be honest.
Kind of want someone to make a YouTube video on it now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, someone probably knows the answer somewhere.
Yeah.
I just don't know who. It's definitely not me. I mean, actually, you could probably have an argument for the thing that's also coming up. There's probably 2 places on Moon where you could have a single jump and it would save a lot of time. Because we have to do a little bit of a trick at the end. But you'll see again, because I have to do it. So.
Very smart.
So this is what I'm on about with moon gravity. When you roll, you actually go high enough that the game counts you as being in the air. And because you can only bounce off of your hat once in the air, you can't actually roll onto your hat while you're on the moon. Which means that the fastest way of moving is no longer available to you. So there's a lot of slowly walking around on the moon, which is why it's a little bit annoying. And you've got the slow gravity, and it just makes you want to go fast everywhere, and you really can't.
Yeah.
Because it's just not built for you to do that. So normally we want to go in the cave on the left down there, but that's really slow. It takes about 7 minutes to do that cave. You can do it jumpless, but it's just really slow.
Yeah.
So instead we go this way round and we skip the whole thing. And hopefully I'll get this in a few tries, because it's very awkward.
It's okay, you have 7 minutes.
Oh, that was on target. I just accidentally pressed Y, or pressed X rather,
As long as it's not B.
or whatever the button is. I don't know. There's too many controllers and they've all got different names for the
Yeah,
buttons, right?
it's ridiculous.
I pressed the left button. The left face button. Oh, that was a little low. Yeah. So this is exploiting the way that wall jumps work in the game, being that you can wall jump infinitely between like opposite surfaces. There we go. And those surfaces are just at a different enough angle for them to count as opposite surfaces. So it resets the timer that you'd otherwise normally have on your
It
wall
doesn't
jumps.
count as a jump.
And it doesn't count as a jump because wall jumps don't count.
Cool.
Yeah.
This category.
So I think 134 is my PB. So we're going to be pretty
Do you want to know
close.
what time you are now?
Probably like 127 or something.
132. I'm sorry.
Oh. Oh well.
I don't think I'm gonna like even if I was on 127 I wouldn't beat PB. So
He's
so
back.
this Bowser fight is much the same as the regular one, but it's really hard. I've messed it up here. It's really hard to get that first cycle, so you just have to kind of wait for him to jump. It's fine. Notably, this fight he sends out lots of lava waves, or fire waves, or I don't really know what they are, and you can't jump over them. But if you roll, I'll show you in a second. You get a tiny little hop as you roll around, and it's just enough air to get over the top of those waves if you time it perfectly. It's very difficult to get down, and when I originally got here, I had to actually think about cancelling the run, because I didn't know if I could actually learn how to dodge the way to far. But I eventually got there.
I'm glad you managed it because this is a great run. Well, I won't jinx it actually.
Nah, we're pretty good now. Bowser's actually not that hard. Like I say, once you've got the timing down of dodging those fire things, it's actually not hard. And when him breathing fire is really weird as well.
Yeah.
It's on cycles, but it seems to be fairly random which set of cycles he uses. Sometimes he keeps continuously breathing, and sometimes he keeps restarting. And they both have to be dodged in different ways. Sometimes he does a mix of both. That was kind of a weird mix of both. Yeah, you just got to hit
Staying
him one
alive,
at a
it's
time.
legit.
Yep. I think I've not taken any damage yet, which is impressive.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
also
don't-
unusual.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't say that
Oh,
too loudly.
Now I'm gonna.
Oh,
have to
right,
dodge
yeah,
loads of
because...
fire.
Yeah,
I accidentally grabbed the hat a little bit too early.
yeah.
I will take damage at the end, but it'll probably be deliberate. It's slightly faster to take damage than dodge, but I'll try and dodge for post strats.
Nice.
There's one more, yeah. Oh boy.
Oh,
No damage.
nice.
Right. So this is the interesting part of the run. We're going to go into two-player mode. It's because the way... Sorry, my controllers are taking a while to connect. In a second here, we're going to go through a cutscene. And on the other side of this cutscene, Mario is lying face down. The only way of getting up is by jumping. And this jump increments the jump counter. If you're in two-player mode, you have independent control of the hat, and you can bounce off the hat, and it doesn't count as a jump. So we literally go into two-player mode and then back into one-player mode and
This
finish
is
the run.
incredible.
I'm not going to take credit for finding that. That's found by VG Myths found that in his video. Again, he did the whole run, got to this bit, and was like, okay, it's impossible. And then found that was the way that you could get past this section. Because again, when he did his run, he figured you couldn't actually speak to people because he couldn't find a way of doing it. But eventually, I think it was over the course of a good few hours,
Yeah.
he figured out a way of doing the whole speaking to people thing without actually jumping. You used to use a different strategy where I think I said about the ground pounding, and you did it a couple of frames before you landed. But yeah, this first person is much faster. Or it's not much faster, but it's actually slower, but it's much easier. So and the problem with the ground pound thing is if you do it even a couple frames late, it counts as a jump, and there's no way of checking that till you've beaten the whole game. So
And now,
This-
because you're Bowser, you're just jumping as much as you like.
yeah. I've captured Bowser, so it's not actually Mario jumping, it's Bowser jumping. This section is a little bit scary, because if you die at any point in it, which is very possible because there's lots of infinite pits,
Oh.
you go right the way back to start. So I have had a run completely die here, where I got to the end and fell down an infinite hole, and
Because I assume
just
you
had to
don't,
restart the whole thing.
you don't have a chance to swap back into 2-player for the...
No, you go back to the part where you captured Bowser, but
Oh, okay.
it's like a
Not that
4-minute
far.
time loss.
Sure, yeah.
So if you're on PB, you can completely lose the whole thing.
Yeah.
Also, we have music.
Yeah.
We only hear half this song, unfortunately,
Oh.
which is a shame because it's a really good song.
Ah, well.
We kind of sit here and we fire till the post is destroyed. It's marginally faster than walking over there,
Oh, fair.
assuming that RNG is nice to us. So time's coming up soon.
Oh.
As soon as we get onto the electrical pylon and then
Yes.
start moving off,
Just let me know.
so I'll tell you when the time is.
Oh, here we go.
And time.
Woo!
Nice.
So,
Hooray me.
final
Yeah.
time, 1 hour, 37 minutes, 51
Ooh.
seconds.
Neat.
I think that's pretty damn good
Yeah.
for a marathon run. Like, you did some incredible skips during that. And
Yeah.
do we get to find out? Do we have to go to that person?
Yeah, we get to find out. We have to go and speak to
Okay.
Toadette in Mushroom Kingdom,
I'm very excited to find
and hopefully
out.
we'll only have one jump.
Yeah.
So that we've properly completed.
If there's more
one
than
jump
one, I
per second.
honestly don't know where it
Yeah.
would come from.
Where sometimes you do, you beat the game and you're like, well, I don't know how I jumped. Because I think there's just certain things you can do subconsciously and,
Yeah.
and miss. But I don't think I noticed jumping more than once. Ooh, there's a mysterious
Ooh.
cube.
I wonder what that could be.
Some frogs with top hats.
Looks like that frog owns the cube now.
Hypno Toads. Hypno cube.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So we have a donation, £25 from Zedo for that insane, almost jumpless run. Hype! Thank you very much for your
So
really
close.
generous donation.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's a good cause. You know.
Oh, is
so-
this a jump?
No, it doesn't count as a jump. You
Okay.
get up in the cutscene.
Oh,
so
okay, it's fine.
It's fine. No problems there. We're about to find out. Hopefully only one.
Yeah. Otherwise it might get quite expensive all of a sudden.
It won't be anything more
No,
than
no.
like 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's in the castle?
You just ignore Toad, you don't need to speak to him.
Oh no, where's Princess Peach? Don't care, I'm gone.
We rescued her. If she's gone away, it's because she's done it of her own free will.
Yep.
So Toadette's going to give us a nice star for rescuing
Yeah.
Princess Peach, but we don't really care about that.
Oh no, it's just a nice stuff.
I mean, it's just a star, you
Why
know.
did it say you got a moon?
Here we go.
They're reshaped
Here we
in
go.
Mushroom Kingdom. Here we go. It's the second from the bottom.
Ooh.
1.
Yeah!
Whoa.
1 jump. 1 jump percent.
What?
One jump.
At least we know where the jump was.
Yeah, we know where it was. It was just me being an idiot, you know. It's very
It
easy to
happens.
forget these things.
You just accidentally press B.
Yeah, I just pressed B in the middle. I was like, why did I press B? That was stupid.
Like, I saw the realization
Yeah.
on your face, it was like, oh no.
Yeah.
It's honestly insane how good that was, though.
Yeah.
Like, it must have been so hard to not press B more than like that
Yeah.
one time.
It,
So
it's a thing that takes so long to ingrain into yourself. And
Yeah.
like I say, I recommend people try it, maybe, but you probably will have your brain state altered permanently and be in a situation where you'd never want to press the jump button again in the Mario game.
and
It's a
just
little
to
bit hard.
remind chat, where did you jump? We got a question.
It was in Snow Kingdom.
Yeah.
When I was coming out of the water, I jumped at the top of the water, and if you jump on top of a lake, it counts as a jump. I can actually show you, because there's water in Mushroom Kingdom. And we can access the jump counter anywhere now by
Yeah.
just pressing minus.
Let's,
So jumps there.
Let's
We
go
can
for
look
it.
at
We're
that.
pretty ahead of schedule, so
Yeah, we got loads of stuff I can show you.
yeah.
Um,
Maybe I'm
It was
gonna
about-
say 10 minutes of extra stuff would be great from you guys, and then
Yeah.
we might start Spyro a bit early.
all right, cool. Well, so swimming doesn't count as jump for a start. There's no jumps there.
Yeah.
But if you jump at the top of the water, it counts as a jump. 2 jumps. So that's what we did. I just accidentally did that. There's no need for me to do that because you can throw your hat and bounce off it, and that
Yeah.
doesn't count as a jump.
But
But I
sometimes it
just forgot.
happens.
You know, these things happen. How about we show you? I'll show you guys Lost Kingdom. The Lost Kingdom weirdness that we skipped. I don't know why I teleported. I can load it. I've got files saved.
Okay, so since we've only got about 15 minutes before Spyro, maybe 20 at a stretch, we have 20 minutes left for the Spyro colour bid war. Currently, pink is winning with £58.82. Then we have blue in second place with £38.50. Default, yep, for £25, and yellow for £20, and then purple, black, red, and green are all on 0. So if you really hate pink, you should definitely donate and get one of the other colours up. And if you really love pink and want to cement its victory, donate for pink.
Now is your chance.
Yeah, back
so-
to the runners.
First thing I'm going to do here is just show everyone that I'm not lying. You can do it without jumping. This is the save I've got that is 0 jumps, and I've done the game, so you can do it. I just didn't this time. So that sucks. But yeah, like I say, I'll load up a save from Lost Kingdom, which is the one that I said is scary because your hat can get taken away and you just lose the run instantly. I describe it as a soft lock. It's not really a soft lock. You can continue the game,
But it's
but you have to jump. There's no way around it. You have to jump. So this really annoying bird, this vulture or whatever it is, he comes along, he steals your hat, he flies back up to the top, and without your hat, you no longer have any way of gaining vertical height. And the only way up to that thing is up the stairs. You can't go up. You can't go up the stairs. You can't roll on there. You just kind of bounce off. You have to jump, you know, and do this.
It feels bad.
So in the middle of a run, you have to
Feels
start
so
doing this,
bad.
and you just, you know, your run's over at that point.
Yeah.
So thankfully we dodged that.
Yeah.
We dodged that one. Outside of that, how about we do the festival, and then we can end with the festival, and that'd be fun. So we're just loading up now. We'll go back to Metro Kingdom, and we'll complete the band. We'll actually complete the band this time.
Wow.
It'll be a grand old time.
All those unimportant extra musicians.
Oh, 125 moons.
Ooh. It's a good number of moons.
And we'll go to the festival, and we'll get to hear some music to round off the whole run.
Music, you're mad.
Yeah.
Games
It'll be a song about jumping. It'll be great.
I feel like this is salt in the wound at this point. It'll be great.
God damn it.
Stupid lakes and snow and blizzards. Right, time for a fun game of Can We Remember Where
So
the
it's
Musicians
guitar.
Are?
I know where they are now. I had a very brief run through of remembering where the musicians are. So guitar. Oh, actually, I should probably check with Jumpless. Just to make sure. I'm just joking. We'll do it Jumpless, guys. You just got to believe me.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, guitarist is here. He's playing a sick riff. Yeah.
Now the trumpeter?
Yeah, whoever it is.
Yeah.
He's on the roof.
Oh yeah,
He's a little bit annoying to reach.
it's just like in the middle of nowhere. All the other musicians just on the ground having a lovely time, and he's just like, nope,
I have
I'm up here.
absolutely no idea how he got up here. But he did somehow. Oh dear, I messed that up.
Oh, oh, oof.
That's right, we'll go back. We're not in speedrun mode anymore.
Is now a good time to talk about the raffle?
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. So, for every £2 you donate, you get 1 entry into our raffle with a maximum of 100 entries. And there's a ton of cool prizes on offer. So we have a really nice Rocket Con headset and a Rocket Leader mouse. and Discord t-shirts, a Fallout history of Fallout book, some X Gamer nutrition powder and bottles,
What?
some Adventure Time figurines.
Nutrition
like,
powder.
There's a ton of cool stuff, and you have a decent probability of getting a prize. So yeah,
So why not donate?
yeah, exactly. Why not donate?
Get the satisfaction of giving to charity, and maybe you get something else.
I
as well.
couldn't have said it better myself.
And overthrowing pink.
Yeah,
Also
well,
that.
Death to pink. So we've got to turn the power back on to get the festival up and running. But it doesn't take very long.
Just got to deal with an intrusion. Oh yeah, I remember.
I don't know why I did that. I didn't need to do that at all.
I haven't been here in a long time.
Nor have I. But,
Reassuring.
well, I mean, I came here earlier when I was
Yeah.
checking if this was actually possible.
Good call.
Turns out it's very possible. It's actually not even very hard.
Oh, here we go.
This is the hardest bit. Nailed it. Then you got to kill these things, but
That's
they're
Pauline.
not too bad.
How did she get down here?
Oh, I don't know.
1 minute she was in the mayor's office, or what, the auditorium, whatever it was, and now she's here.
She probably has a secret tunnel or something, and she
Yeah.
doesn't want Mario to know about it for some reason.
Just like, please go fix the power. You're not taking my secret
Yeah.
tunnel.
Okay, we're almost at the festival, so we'll have a nice song to round us out.
Nice. And lots of definitely not jumping.
Lots of definitely not jumping.
Yeah. No jumps here. No sorry.
New Bonk City.
New Box City. Oh, there's Power Moon.
Yes, this is how you know they're not made of cheese, because, I don't know,
I don't know. Future.
they're like liquid, and also their power, I don't know.
liquid cheese.
Really funky cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
Nuclear cheese.
It's right up your alley.
Yeah. It really isn't, Pauline. You don't even understand.
My legs.
Yeah. So the festival's fun. You can't do it without jumping. You'll see why in a second. I mean, if you've played the game before, you probably already know why. All of this obviously is not going to be possible, but it's more impossible almost immediately. So it's Pauline. Hooray.
That's so lovely. Just leave.
Oh, look, let's go through that pipe. It'd be great.
Yeah, we're gonna go through the pipe, and now we're here, and just like you can hatch.
Uh,
Oh no!
Oh.
Oh no!
It's fine. Mario knows how to jump now. The song's inspired something in him.
Wow.
He's learned how to jump again. It's healed him magically or something.
After all that time not jumping, he suddenly went, "Oh, I have legs."
I can use them to propel myself upwards
Thank
in
you
a
for the
vertical
host.
fashion.
Obviously, we're gonna check the jump counter at the end to find out how much you donate, right?
Oh God, no, come on. £5 per jump is not £5 per jump in festival mode.
I don't know. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, it's fine. It's like you've done more jumps in the last 5 minutes than you have in the last hour and a half.
Yep. Sounds about
The
right.
hour and a half before it even. Look, whatever.
Ooh.
Oh, you got too excited there.
Yeah, a little bit overzealous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Odyssey.
Ooh, coins. Can I get all the coins?
Yeah, apparently.
Amazingly, yes.
Yeah. It's like, well, okay, yeah.
It's got loads of DK signs. I feel like they're not really advertising the right person here.
Welcome to the festival
celebrating-
featuring
Yeah,
Donkey
they're
Kong.
celebrating the bad guy. Like, what's wrong with them?
Nice.
Got him.
Yeah.
Hey, you can jump again.
Wow.
Such an amazing occurrence, and you can dance,
Yeah.
and we can end it
Yeah.
any minute now if you want to. With a happy dancing Mario whose legs fully function once more.
Amazing. It's a true miracle.
Yeah. It's a miracle of, I don't know, modern medicine or something.
It really
But we
is.
never went to Medicine World unless
No.
there's the Mushroom Kingdom.
Well, it was a secret cutscene that we skipped it. That's why. Yeah.
That makes sense. We did miss a
Yeah.
lot.
Okay, so thank you very much for the entire run and demoing that at the end.
Yeah.
And I think we're gonna go for a break and then start Spyro early, so you have the duration of the break to donate towards Spyro's colour.
And
Pink
who-
is currently winning with £58.82, blue with £38.50, default with 25, yellow with 20, and then there are purple, black, red and green for 0. So
Guys, you've got to donate £4 to green. We've
Yeah.
just finished the run.
Yeah.
I'm going to donate to green. If everyone donates to green, green will win. It'll be fine.
yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
so thank you very much for your run.
Yeah. No, thank you. It's a
Cool.
pleasure.